Nothing in life is promised except death. If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
A lion raised in captivity has never been in the wild. All of his experiences have been in the cage. If all of his experiences have been in the cage, and that would be his natural habitat to him, then why do they lock the cage? They lock the cage because even though his experiences do not validate it, his instincts tell him there's something else out there. And the reason so many of us are frustrated today is that we are pacing around in the cage of a job or a life or a situation that has limited us. We may not have the background for it, we may not have the training for it, but our instincts tell us, I belong out there.
All greatness is from God. When a hero stumbles, well, the cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch a brave guy fall.
One day a man came to Socrates and said, "Do you know what I just heard about your friend?" "Hold on 1 minute," Socrates replied. "Before you talk to me about my friend, it might be a good idea to take a moment and filter what you're going to say. That's why I call it the triple filter test. The first filter," Socrates said, "is truth. Have you made absolutely sure that what you're about to tell me is true?" "Well, no," the man said. "Actually, I just heard about it and..." "All right," said Socrates. "So you don't really know if it's true or not. Now let's try the second filter, the filter of goodness. Is what you're about to tell me about my friend something good?" No, on the contrary." "So," said Socrates, "you want to tell me something bad about my friend, but you're not certain it's true. You may still pass the test though, because there's one filter left, the filter of usefulness. Is what you want to tell me about my friend going to be useful to me?" "No, not really," said the man. "Well," concluded Socrates, "if you want to tell me something that's neither true nor good, nor even useful, why tell it to me at all? And remember, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people."
I want to read you the best line I've ever heard in my life. "Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted."
The law of attraction secret that will change everything for you. Okay, first of all, it's good to note that you never attract what you want. You always attract what you are. When you establish that you want something from the universe, I want, you're putting out the energetic vibration that you don't already have. So stop saying you want things. Instead, you need to become a vibrational match to that what you desire. And the universe will actually do this for you. So let me explain. When you put out your intentions and you ask the universe for something, it hears you. Your wish is my command. What the universe does is it says, I need you to be this specific person before I give you these gifts. So this is what happens. The universe starts throwing tests, challenges, obstacles, hardships in your way, in your path. And this is where a lot of people give up. They think the opposite is happening of what they're attracting. When really it's through these tests, challenges, and obstacles that you slowly but surely become the person that you need to be in order to receive those gifts. Awareness of this is absolutely key. You can attract anything you want.
Dreams without goals are just dreams.
Come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment.
Exactly.
On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish. A lot of people think I'm unhappy because I'm quiet. I'm not unhappy. I just appreciate silence in a world that never stops talking.
I'm at my best when I'm alone. And why is that? Why do you think that is? Because I don't mess with myself. People sit by themselves and mess with themselves and make a mess out of themselves. If they stay alone, they'll go crazy, a whole lot of people. If one enjoys being alone, it means they are definitely better organized psychologically, emotionally, far better organized than others.
You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fine. I started hearing those ideas age 25, and it revolutionized my whole life.
Bro, you gotta fucking stop. You gotta stop with all this I can't catch a break. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
If you really want to be transformed, you have to live an intentional life. This is so simple, I don't want you to miss it. Most people don't lead their life, they accept their life. And when you accept your life, you are living on things that are not worthy of your time and effort and energy. To go uphill, you have to be intentional. Nobody ever went uphill by accident. You've never read a book on accidental achievements. You have to be intentional with what you do and who you are.
Here's a good piece of advice. Use the weekend to build the life you want, not to escape the life you have. And I know this can be challenging, but just hopefully, this little spark of inspiration from me to you may open your eyes to the idea to spend your next coming weekends building the life you want, not escaping the life you have.
The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you f***ed up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it.
What if doing well in school and in life depends on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. And in every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. And it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality.
Don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits.
If you're dealing with a man who's purposeful, you could never be his priority. You know why? Because his purpose to himself, to what he got to do, is always going to be first. He's always going to choose the opportunity that's going to advance his career, which trickles down and benefits you if he's his woman. All men need a woman to remind them of who they are. Because at times we do get lost, we do get misguided, and we lean on our women. A lot of the times with men, woman is our inspiration. You see men turn their whole lives around. Why?
To cut off all women.
Why is it women though? I don't understand.
Because they are draining you of your solar energy, and without it you won't be able to find your purpose. This is why men, before they make it in the world, they always have a period where they abstain from women to be able to harness masculine energy. They have to cut off the women, and they have to cut off all temptation, and they have to spiritually grow to find out their purpose. Once you find your purpose, then you are able to grow masculine energy on levels you will never understand. But while you're draining it into women that don't love you, you will never grow.
One thing that a lot of people don't know that I want to share with you guys is when I was 22 years old, I came to this city for the first time. I was playing in the Canadian Football League, playing my first pro football game. I was so excited. 2 days later, I got cut. The dream shattered, sent home with $7 in my pocket. I was like, wait, no, I got to play in the NFL eventually. Those are my big goals. That's my dream. You realize that playing in the NFL was the best thing that never happened, because it got me here. So my point is, look, you're going to get your ass kicked. We're going to get the kicked out of us. You got to get up. You got to have faith that the one thing you wanted to happen oftentimes is the best thing that never happened.
And I'm going to get there at 3 o'clock. I want to make sure I make 400 made shots. And as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still heard the ball bouncing. I look down, I'm like, this guy's still working out? And he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant, lazy. He's doing like game moves. I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch. Another 25 minutes. And they got done. I said, okay, I think I've seen enough. Go play, come back, get in the sauna, get ready for the game. That game, he drops 40 on us. After the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that. So after the game is over, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
You're out running on the track, working out, and you start talking to yourself saying, man, my knee is really sore right now. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I need to back off, Man, my lungs are burning. And maybe I can just slow down here. I'll do like an extra 2 sets tomorrow. It'll be okay. Right? That sort of stuff. That stuff's dangerous. Yes. And that's when you just got to say, you know what? I'm not negotiating with myself. The deal was already made. The deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. Throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, the consistency of work. Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better, right? And you do that over a period of time, not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then you can get to where you want to go.